Hello, I'm James Ingram for AutoControls-dot-org. There's nothing new in this 15-minute video. What it shows is a preliminary test operation of a display we hope to operate at the 2017 National Association of S-Gaugers Convention in Maryland. In part 1 of this video, we show two DCC trains operating on this Pikemaster loop, and this was shown earlier in the video number 816, getting started with the NCE mini panel demonstration number 14 using HO trains. So this part's been done before. And in part 2 of this video, we show running point-to-point on these lines. And this was done also in video number 816, getting started in demonstration number 15. And then in part 3 down here, we use a knife switch to simulate using a relay to control either AC or DC trains, having a block that goes from here to here that can be turned on and off with the knife switch but simulates a relay. We showed this back in the 1992 video identified as video number V9202, module number 6, and that was using G-scale trains. And then back here are the two mini panels and the command station that provides the power to these. It's down underneath on the floor. I didn't show that in the video. There's reed switches controlling the three point-to-point tracks. There's a reed switch here, which you can kind of see. There's one about here. You can see the wire going into it. And there's one up on this upper loop right about here, I think, where that scotch tape was. For the loop of Pikemaster's electric eye that's right back here. And the reason this light is here, I was back up against the wall and the light didn't shine bright enough on the electric eye to make it work properly, so I had to add this light just to get some additional light to operate the electric eye. And the audio is not real good in this video, I guess because of the background noise, but hopefully it gives you an idea. Thanks for watching. This is nothing that hasn't been covered in previous videos. There's actually two NCE mini panels on this layout. One controls the inside loop here, running two trains on that, and the other mini panel runs these three different trains point to point. It's currently idling, but if I go around here and I close the switch to start up this mini panel, that'll start the loop operating. Now the blue engine is held at the station, and the red engine will come around, and there's an electric eye in the track right about here. And when that engine goes over the electric eye, it'll start up the blue engine, and the mini panel will bring the red engine around to the station and park it there. Now it'll wait until that blue train comes around and goes over the electric eye where that light is shining, and then it'll start the red engine up. Now the blue engine just crossed the electric eye. The mini panel started the red engine up, and it'll park the blue train at the station. Now, in a short loop like this, the trains kind of chase each other around, but if you imagine this loop being about 4 times as big, what you would have is one train parked at the station while the other train made a tour of the layout, and when it approached the station, which would be back where the light is behind the trestle, the train at the station would leave, and the one coming into the station would park and wait. So it provided a little more interest on a layout versus at the train running continuously around and around. And the reason the light is back there, there wasn't quite enough ambient light getting back to the rear of the layout where the electric eye is located, so we had to add the extra light to operate the electric eye properly. All that does, that electric eye, is a device that it has lower resistance
when it's getting light, and when it's blocked, the resistance increases. So it's the opposite of a reed switch. It's lower resistance when it's getting light, but when a train goes over, you put your hand in front of it, and it gets less light, the resistance will increase. And the mini panel can detect that difference to know when the train is there. So you basically just wire there's two wires that come off the electric eye. You just connect those wires to the mini panel, and it can tell when the train goes over the eye, assuming you have enough light. Now we'll go around to the wheel again, and I'll open the switch here. Now the mini panel's programmed so that when I open that switch, it'll go into a parking position. It will bring the blue train around, and when the blue train stops at the station, it'll give the stop signal to the red train. In a minute, there it is at the station. It's parked. Now it'll start up again if I close that night switch, but it's just programmed to look at input 1, which is where the night switch is located. If input 1 is closed, it'll keep running, and if input 1 is opened, it'll park in a position where it can restart itself again and be in the proper sequence. Now we'll take a look at the other system, which is the 3 point-to-point locomotives. If we close this night switch over here, the second mini panel, that starts up the engine on the trestle. And the way this works, it'll run the S-gauge engine, which is what's moving now. It'll run that engine to the end of the trestle, wait about 9 seconds, and then back it up to where it started. Now we're starting to come in reverse, and all 3 of these have reed switches under the track, approximately in the center, and then we just use time delay to get to the end of the track. So in all cases, you can see there's bumpers on the end, because occasionally it rolls completely to the end, and the bumpers prevent it from coming off the ends of the track. Now it'll wait about 9 seconds, and you can change that timing also, but it'll wait about 9 seconds and start the HO train. Okay, the HO train reached the end of its run, so it'll wait about 9 seconds, and then it'll shift in reverse and back that train up. Now we'll wait about 9 seconds, and it'll start the large-scale engine up. Okay, the large-scale engine's at the end will wait about 9 seconds, and we'll put that in reverse and back up. Now when the large-scale
engine gets to the end,
it'll start the sequence over again and start the S-gauge engine up.
Turn this light off. We don't need this for the point-to-point, just the staple.
knife switch over here. That'll, when that large-scale engine comes back, the mini panel will terminate the sequence it's doing, and those trains will be parked and ready to restart the next time. What we've got on the outside loop here is a restart the next time. What we've got on the outside loop here is a way to simulate an analog running on a DC system, a way to simulate a block controlled system. We have a isolated track. There's a yellow insulated joiner here right where it says INS for insulated, and on the same rail down here where it says INS is a yellow plastic rail joiner. So that block from here back to here where that engine's parked is insulated, and we can turn that off by controlling this, manually controlling this knife switch. So when the train comes around, the other train comes around the track and it comes to the green go point, we close that relay, and then when that engine leaves the block and passes that red sign that says open, we open the switch, which will trap the next engine in the block, which will be dead. Let's see if we can demonstrate that now. Let's start it up. Get a little more throttle here. And it's in the block, so it's open. Now we wait till that engine comes around the back. Here's the go point. It'll start that up. It'll open that, which will trap that engine. There's the go point. We'll close it. Open it. So this is just so people can run this themselves and see how a block would control a DC, or this could be an AC train, but it's a way of multiple train operation on the same track using a relay. And this would be normally operated by reed switches. You'd have a reed switch where the green card is, and you'd have another reed switch up where the red card is. So that reed switch would control a relay to automatically turn that block on and off and keep those two trains separated.